when I come on the home dashboard, there's a couple different things. You see a lot of these little tiles that we call portlets. And so in here are a variety of portlets. So this one is a key performance indicators, and probably the most data rich of all of the portlets that you'll see here. And I can configure any one of these key performance indicators. As Steve indicated before, this is a SuiteSuccess version. So anything that you see here came with the SuiteSuccess. And so what NetSuite has done is said, look, if you're a wholesale distributor or a manufacturer or a services organization, we've implemented 1,000 companies very similar to you, and for each one of your specific verticals, here are the things that we saw that they were using year 1, year 2, and year 3, and so they put all of those things in here day 1 so that you don't have to configure a lot of that. And so this is this KPI Portlet is probably one of the biggest things here. You can see here there are 6 or 7 different KPIs that we're looking at. I can just report a single number, or I can do a comparison. And so depending on how I set this up, I can look at it this month versus same month last quarter, or this period versus last period. So there's a variety of ways that you can consume this data. What's great about this is it's just not a flat number here. You can see as I hover over that, I can drill down into those receivables. So what were they today? I can drill down into it. It would take me to an actual receivables report. Same thing with the inventory. How am I doing on my inventory? Is it up? Is it down? What's the actual number? And it would take me into an inventory report to support that. There are other portlets that you have here, and this one's a KPI Meter that you can select any one of the KPIs, and it will display what that looks like. You'll see here that, again, I can drill down into the information, so it's a great way to interact with it. Any one of these, you'll see also, you get a graph. So if I didn't want to kind of use this as a portlet, I can also choose to produce that graph here. So we got KPIs. Another one, probably the real beneficial, is a reminders portlet. And I can configure this. Let me just kind of go into this. These are all of the standard and any custom ones that I would have created reminders. And so if I'm an accounts payable person, maybe bills to approve, bills to pay, I can just select any one of those reminders to show up. And so this is great for role specific, more transactional. So what are the things that I need to pay attention to when I first log in the morning? What are the things that I need to do in here? And you can put tasks in here to show up, orders that need to be approved, or opportunities that need to be reviewed or updated. So there's a variety of ways that you can do it. And what's great about this is, if you'll notice here, I've got, 9 different maybe current selections, but only 2 are showing. So it only shows me the stuff that I need to pay attention to. And just like we saw before, if there are 78 overdue invoices, I can just drill right into those invoices, and it tells me what I need to do for there. And as I work that list down, it's a real-time system, so it updates those reminders as well as the individual transactions. So there are other different types of portlets you can set up. A navigation portlet. There is this view is for account reconciliation. So what accounts have I reconciled? Any other type of, and because this is an administrator role, this is a system notes audit log. And so NetSuite tracks whoever's logged into NetSuite, what changes, what their IP address was it successful, and so on. So there's, again, a variety of portlets. You can easily say, you know what, I want this up above there. I just simply drag it and pull it up. And now this view is up there higher, or I should say the portlet's higher in my view list. You have full control over this, and there's a lot of flexibility. And like I said, let's see, there's seven different reports that are KPIs that are set up here. I can come up here and say, you know what, I actually want to look at this quarter versus last quarter. Okay, and when I click done, it goes through all of my KPIs, and you'll notice that all of my KPIs now say are on a quarterly basis. And so I can see comparison over comparison. So I've just taken 7 reports and turned them into 14. So instead of a month over month, I'm now looking at them at a quarter over quarter. And I can drill down into those reports. And so you can see how much insight you could easily jump into from your dashboard itself. Once I'm done looking at the information, I can always just come back up here and say, go back to my Portlet date settings, and then it goes back to my normal view, which is this month and so on.